Now that we have our patient, let's start making a claim for them by going to Accounts Receivable, enter Transactions. The last patient we've worked with will appear here, so our test patient is already selected. Once a patient is selected, you can switch to a different patient by clicking on their name. Down at the bottom is where you can enter charges. The service date from is set to today by default, but you can change that. If you want, you can put in a service date too. The place of service is set to 12 by default. The procedure code box is where you put in your procedure codes. If you type in the first few characters, more options will appear. If you have modifiers, you can put them in here. Your diagnosis codes can be entered here. The amount is how much you will be billing the insurance. Let's enter that. If we tab over, that amount will be automatically put in the primary insurance amount box, which is how much is going to be billed to the primary insurance. Please note that you can use fee schedules to have prices automatically come up. For more information, please see the fee schedules video. Any patient responsibility can go here. The units can be changed here. If you enter in more than one, the amount will automatically be multiplied by that number. If you have a prior authorization number for this individual line, you can enter it in right here. If you have more charges, you can click the little green plus sign or the plus key on your keyboard to add a new charge line. But let's stick with one charge. Let's click Save to save the charged to the patient's accounts receivable history. If we go to Accounts Receivable History, we can see that charge underneath the patient's history. Something to keep in mind, we made a charge for the patient, not a claim, so we can't send anything out yet to the insurance company. To create a claim from this charge, we need to go back up to Accounts Receivable, then select Generate Claims. When you click Start, this runs through all of your patients to see if there are any pending charges that haven't been used to make claims yet, and then creates claims using those charges. By default, it will only make primary claims, but you can change that to secondary or both primary and secondary. Also, you can change the date range at the top to look for charges older than 90 days. Let's click Start. A new window will pop up listing all the charges it found to make claims for. As we can see, it found that charge we put in for the test patient. If we go back to the main screen, we can see that this was only a report. It did not actually do anything. If we want to actually go through with making those claims, we need to click the Generate Claims button, then hit Start again. We see a similar window come up. Now, a claim based off of that charge has been created and is now in your claims area in the Work in Progress.